Good morning everyone. Welcome to Civil Daily platform. So today we are going to start our 13th lecture in the series of hydraulics. We have already covered 12 lecture in this series, and in last 12 lectures we have studied about Bernoulli's equation, different types of energy or continuity equation, different types of energy losses, major losses, minor losses, TEL, HEL, flow between two tanks, parallel pipe system, series pipe system, application of Bernoulli's principle, that is pitot tube, venturi meter and orifice meter, concept of vena contractas, relation between CV, CC and CD, discharge measurement through large orifice, mouthpiece, weir, notches, different types of weir, different types of notches, uh, formula for uh, formula for discharge from this submerged and partially submerged orifice. These things we have already studied in last 12 lectures, and today we are going to cover discharge formula for different notches and wear. So आज के क्लास में जब हम लोग इस टॉपिक को कवर करेंगे तो हम लोगों को बेसिकली यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला देखना है, बिकॉज वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिराइव्ड a lot of things in orifice and mouthpiece. So here we are not going to derive anything, we are just going to write down the formula. And why just I am writing the formula? If you will go with the syllabus of JUT Ranchi, it is already written in the syllabus that you have to study that particular formula only. But if you will go with the syllabus of BTech or any stream in engineering where fluid mechanics has been taught, there you will see that whenever you will study this notch and wear, then you will have to derive its formula also. So we are not going to cover that portion now. After completion of syllabus as per the JUT Ranchi, the left portion, what is important for the exam purpose, for the competitive exam purpose, we will cover that also. Okay, so we have already studied in the last class about notch and wear. Here in the diagram you can see a rectangular notch, a rectangular wear. So when we say it is rectangular, or when we discuss about the shape of a particular section, then it is about length into width. So as in the diagram, let me show you. As in the diagram you can see that when I am saying a rectangular wear, so you can understand it like a rectangular wall which is basically obstructing the flow of water. So in that case this will be counted as rectangular wear. So in the second case you can see the rectangular notch. When you will have a section like this and water will flow throughout from here, so you can say that this is a rectangular notch. So on the basis of basically cross section, we can divide different types of notches, different types of wear: rectangular notch, triangular notch, trapezoidal notch, strip notch. So here we are going to understand the basic formula for a rectangular notch now and rectangular wear. You can see as in diagram the head, as we have already studied about crest and nap. So here crest is the lowest portion of that particular obstruction, and nap is the uppermost layer flowing through that particular cross section. So the difference between this crest and nap, you can see it is H, here it is also H, and we can write down CD is equal to the coefficient of discharge, L is equal to the total length of that particular cross section where you are going to just use that section as a flow channel. So this is L, right? So this is all about the particular entities given here. So the formula you can write Q is equal to 2 by 3 into CD into L into 2G under root into S to the power 3 by 2. These are the particular terms C, D, H and L, and using this formula you can find out discharge through this particular rectangular notch or rectangular wear. So this is about rectangular section. Now you can note down this formula, because in the numerical one you will have to use this formula directly, and this is nothing, as you have solved numerical in particular that orifice, that mouthpiece, you just have to put the value and you will get the total amount of discharge through this particular section. So that is why I am not going to cover a numerical for any of this portion. And as we have studied a lot about this different types of discharge, so this is not going to be that hard for us, that we will have to understand each and everything step by step. So here you can write down the formula. In exam, if you will be asked to differentiate the discharge or just to write down different discharge with different section, like rectangular section, triangular section, then you can write down the formula and you can draw this particular diagram. Okay, we are going ahead with this triangular section now. So in triangular section, so it is triangular is here. In triangular section, you can see this is my section. As you can see, the section is triangular and water is flowing through it. But when we will compare this particular rectangular section and this particular triangular section, you are getting one thing very well, that here we are getting the front view of that particular cross section, that particular notch and that particular weir. But here you have seen front view of this notch or weir, whatever you are going to just derive here. So in this diagram you can see that we are having, let me write down on the screen so that you will get everything very easily. So this is theta, this is the angle between these two sides of that particular triangle, and the head of water is h. So this is basically two variables what we will use in this equation. So we can write down the total discharge Q is equal to 8 by 15 into CD into tan theta by 2 into under root 2g into s to the power 5 by 2. So this is my discharge, and this discharge is for triangular section, triangular notch over here. But here one more thing what we have to understand, or what is directly basically used when you will solve numerical. Suppose you are having this particular triangular section, but the angle between both side or both of this is 90 degree. So you can write it like theta is equal to 90, so it will be right angle triangle. Okay, and if we consider CD is equal to 0.6, then discharge will be 8 by 15 into 0.6 into 1 into 2 into under root 2 into 9.81 into s to the power 5 by 2. So when you will solve, when you will just multiply this whole term, and then you will get 1.417 into s to the power 5. This is about discharge through triangular notch over here. And we have already derived one formula for that particular rectangular section. We have derived one formula here for triangular section. Now we are going to understand the concept of particular trapezoidal section here, which is very important. And basically when you will get a numerical from this portion, then there are more chances that question will be asked from this one. Okay, because the concept of that particular rectangular section, that triangular section is used here combinedly, and you will get a single formula using both the concepts. Okay, so this is basically a trapezoidal shape what you are getting on your screen. It is AFDCEB. Okay, so this is my section, as you can see in the diagram, and the water, this is basically front view, and water is flowing through it. Okay, and the head of water is h, here it is given, and the bottom side of that particular trapezoidal shape is L, base is L. So as you can see that if we want, then we can just divide the whole section into 3 parts, isn't it? Let me draw one more line. So this is the total water flowing through this particular section, and we are having its front view. We can draw a line here and we can draw a line here, vertical line. So it will be a rectangle. Okay, it will be a rectangle, and as you will see that the angle BCE and ADF will be equal. Let the angle is theta, then you can write down this angle will be theta by 2 and this angle will be theta by 2. So here we can write that we are having one more triangular section like this, and we can divide it. So this is my theta by 2 and this is my theta by 2, and total height is h. Just I have combined both of this section. This is my first section and this is my second section. So what I have done, I have just combined both of this section to get only one section. So now you can write down that the total discharge will be addition of discharge from this section. So the total discharge will be addition of discharge from this section plus addition of discharge. When you will add this discharge with this discharge, then you will get the total discharge through it. Okay. So the total discharge, let the total discharge is Q. So it will be Q1 plus Q2, where Q1 is equal to what? Q1 is equal to discharge from rectangular section ABCD, and Q2 is equal to discharge from triangular section EFD. So here one more thing you just have to understand, it is very basic, that as you will frequently ask to me, you will ask, definitely I think you will ask, if you are not just watching this lecture properly, then you will ask that, sir, there are two triangles but you have made only one triangle. Just because you can see that there are two right angle triangle. Okay, so this is right angle triangle and this one is also a right angle triangle. So when you will combine this right angle triangle and the height is common, so you can draw it like this now, and this angle is theta by 2 and this angle is theta by 2, so we can write it theta. So what we have to do, we have to just find the total discharge through it. So we will get the discharge from here and the discharge from here. So Q2 will be is equal to the total discharge from this particular triangular section. So Q1 can be written as we have already derived formula for that particular rectangular section. It is 2 by 3 CD1 L under root 2G s to the power 3 by 2. And we have already derived one more formula for Q2. It is 8 by 15 CD2 tan theta 2 under root 2G s to the power 5 by 2. But here one more thing you can notice, that we are having two different value of CD, right? We are having two different value of CD. Let me just mark here. This one is CD1 and this one is CD2. We are having two different value. So here you can see this CD1 is for this rectangular section and this CD2 is for this triangular section. Okay, so it will be directly given in the question also, so you don't need to worry for that. You will have to use this constant, discharge constant, as per the given data. That if it will be given that for the base the discharge constant is x, and for the sloping side the discharge constant is y. So you will have to use for the rectangular section discharge constant as x, and for the triangular section the discharge constant as y. So this is about we have just studied about trapezoidal section, and you can write down the same line just by putting 1 plus here. So you will have to copy this sign, this one here, and you will have to copy this one here, and we can write down the total discharge will be this. Okay, so this it is about this particular trapezoidal section. Now we are going to discuss something about basically wear, different types of wear, what we have generally. So this is about discharge over a broad crested wear. And as we have already studied in the last class, that there are different types of wear: spillway, narrow crested wear, broad crested wear. So what is broad crested wear, what is narrow crested wear? First of all we have to understand this one, then we will go ahead with the formula, because the formula is very easy. So when you will say when you just want to define this wear, then I'm just trying to make a 3D diagram here. Okay, So if it will not be okay, just understand, because I'm not that much good in drawing, basically in painting on you can say. So I have just drawn a line, not, it cannot be shown by a line only. Suppose this is my blockage, or you can say this is my obstruction, right? This is my obstruction, and you are having a level of water, a level of water, just I'm showing it by yellow color this side, okay? So what will happen, a water will be blocked here, and after that this water will be flow out from this rectangular section. So this one is crest, basically what you are seeing here, this one is crest, means the total width you can say is known as crest. So which one is broad crest and which one is narrow crest? Broad crest means the value of crest will be more. So what is more and what is less, we just have to understand this concept first, then we will go ahead. Okay, as here you can see, line is written here that if 2L is greater than H, then it is broad crested wave. So just I have I have just for the understanding purpose I have written that length is 10 meter. Okay, so you can write it 20. So you can write it 20. If H is less than 20, in that case H is less than 20, then this will be broad crested wave, and H is greater than 20, then it will be your particular narrow crested wave. So what is H? You can see here it is H. Okay, so this is about broad crested and narrow crested wave. Now I am just going to explain you that particular formula which will be directly used in the numerical. Okay, so you can see here Q is equal to 1.705 CD L into S to the power 3 by 2. This is for broad crested wave, and Q is equal to 2 by 3 into CD into L into under root 2G into S to the power 3 by 2. This is for narrow crested wave. Okay, so this is about broad crested and this is about narrow crested. This CD is equal to coefficient of discharge, this is length. So this is for length and this one is for height above the crest. So we have just seen the formula for broad crested wave and for narrow crested wave. So this is about discharge through a weir. Now one more thing what I have left here is, yes, this one. Let me check first, because I am having some technical issue. So this is all about some important formula from Notch and weir. What we have not derived it here, just I have written and I have just mentioned the different variables what is used to find out the total discharge. And if just if you want to understand, if you just want to just study all the derivations behind this particular formula, then you can go with the book. And not, I'm just suggesting you to go with the book, but after completion of syllabus I will also see each of the things what I have already left now. One more thing what is very important, but it is not in your syllabus, so I'm not going to just cover that portion, which is spillway. And I have already said that siphon, different concept of siphon, we have not solved numerical on siphon. So these are some things, some important things what I have just left in this chapter. But after completion of this course, this particular course as per the syllabus of JUT, we will go ahead and we will cover each of the things. And also just when we will start that particular section where we will discuss that MCQ questions and some conceptual question, there we will understand if some questions will be there regarding to this or from this particular formula or any concept what I have just left. So we continue on my channel, and if you are new, then please subscribe and press the bell icon. And one more thing, that just if you like the video, then share it and like it. And for any type of query what you have or what you generally get, please write down in the comment box, or you can mail or you can contact through Facebook also, because in the on the page of channel, at the right side you will get a link of my Facebook account, and from there you can contact me. And as we have already completed one chapter, we will go ahead and we will continue with this subject hydraulics, and we will cover each of the subject which is generally taught in diploma in engineering in civil department. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.